What up? What up? How's it going,
Hello.
Sick?
Going. How how are you?
I am good. So for everybody in the chat, this is Sick, and he makes awesome masks among many other things that he does. And we thought we would come on here and talk some horror and sci-fi and talk about his work. Kind of get his name
Woohoo.
out there.
Thank you.
So
You the bomb.
what you been up to, man?
Um Working entirely too much, sleeping entirely too little.
I think that's
Yeah.
all of us, right?
Probably. But I just wanted to apologize in advance because I feel like a French fried potato right now, and if I sound like I'm really stoned or whatever, it's because I am and because I'm exhausted and my head is just up in the fog somewhere. So forgive me if I'm boring.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be boring. Um, you seen good horror movies lately, man?
You know, I haven't watched anything new and I don't know how friggin' long. It's horrible. I'm a bad fan.
You're a bad
Like I,
horror fan.
I haven't even watched Army of the Dead yet. I was supposed to do that last weekend. There was like so much
Don't do
shit
it,
I
man.
need to
Don't do
get
it.
caught up on. Oh no,
No, don't do it. My alarm's going off.
ah,
Sorry.
that's all right. I like Dawn of the Dead though. I thought he did a good job on that.
Why did you think he did a good job on it?
I don't know. It was different, but it was still the same. It wasn't like he pulled the Gus Van Sant and redid it shot for shot, or went and you know did something so drastically different that he might as well have called it something else. I mean, I got to give him credit for you know just at least doing the remake formula right, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, cool deal. But so this wasn't that good then.
Huh?
Army of the Dead wasn't that good then.
Eh, no.
Okay, fair enough.
And it wasn't in my opinion. Could have been better.
Eh.
So for those that don't know who you are, why don't you give us a little bit of a background on you,
Well, holy shit, that is quite a story.
right?
Not really. Not really. Just another little fanboy that decided to just start making replicas of this kind of shit one day in like 1999, and a couple people saw it and liked it, and it got me some work on some independent films, and people saw those and liked what I did and liked the fact that I worked cheap and all this stuff. And, the projects got bigger and bigger. And, next thing I knew, I like, holy shit, History Channel, Biography Channel, fucking working with Debbie Rashawn and Tony Todd and fucking all these Scream Queens and shit. It's like pretty fucking cool. I can die happy doing this. Definitely.
So what were some of the stuff that you worked on?
First thing I did was called a tenement for Light and Dark Productions. That was super duper indie. I think it cost like $14,000 to make, and it was like a creep show style anthology thingy. Um, I worked for that guy a couple times, did a couple things for him. Uh, then the biggest thing I worked on though was Shadow Dead Right. That had Candyman Tony Todd in it, and it was just like this total '70s exploitation throwback. Like they combined just about every grindhouse aspect into one story. It was women in prison, kung fu, and zombies, which you don't get much fucking cooler than that. and
Right.
I can't remember the guy. I think his name was Derek Wan, but he was like the fight choreographer, and he worked with Bruce Lee, and he was on this, and was that was pretty fucking cool.
That is pretty fucking cool.
And Tony Todd was an awesome guy. He bought barbecue chicken for the entire cast and crews last night on the set.
It's
Because
like,
he
what do you remember about working on that film? It
uh
was the chicken.
absolutely, because every night it was sloppy joes. They fed us sloppy joes every single day for 28 days, and then that, or 27 days rather, and then that one night when Tony left the set and he bought us all barbecue.
What would you say is your favorite horror movie, Sick?
Halloween, the original, no question about it.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I would have
I
thought you
mean,
would have said Friday the 13th.
I like Jason better than Michael, but uh, Halloween's just a better fucking movie than any of the Fridays. I'm sorry.
Why is it like better? How is it better? You tell me your reason for saying it's better.
Maybe because it established the formula that Friday took. I think it was just better written, better shot, better acted, better edited. It was definitely scarier. It had more of a plot. I mean, the original Friday is great, but my favorite Fridays are 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
They're fucking
Six
excellent.
the
But
best.
I think
Six is the
Halloween is
best.
just a better made movie. Jason will kick my.
Uh-oh.
Why? What do you think?
I'm trying to think my favorite horror movie. Probably People Under the Stairs.
That was a good one.
I saw it when I was a kid. Like I was probably, I don't know, 8, and it was like the first real horror movie I guess I had seen, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, no, I mean, Wes Craven was the fucking man. He was the master for a reason.
Right? Holy
I mean,
shit.
yeah, I don't know if I'm imagining this, but I thought I read somewhat recently that they're like actually remaking that, and I think that's just a bad idea because they're just not going to be able to do what he did.
What are your thoughts on all the remakes that they're doing?
I think it's fucking lazy. I mean, at first,
Right?
when they did like Dawn of the Dead, Chainsaw, even I don't like to call the 2009 Friday a remake because that Mark Swift, the guy that wrote it, he doesn't like to consider it a remake. They are very adamant that it's a reboot, and I'm like kind of friendly with him, so I'm totally gonna respect his views on that as the architect and what have you not.
Right.
But then it just, I don't know. After that, it just like went into OD territory. Like the Elm Street remake was fucking terrible.
Yeah. I wasn't very fond of the remake of Elm Street.
I don't know many people who were.
I mean, I can't think of his name that played the new Freddy, but
Oh,
like,
Rorschach,
yeah, him, that guy.
Jackie
Um,
Haley.
yeah. I wasn't like Robert England is fucking Freddy.
Oh fuck
So
yeah.
like you can't replace him with I don't know. I guess if I had watched it as a different mindset with it, just kind of separated it, it would have been okay.
Yeah, like if like the others didn't exist or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've actually seen the subject pop up a couple times recently. So let me ask you. I mean, like who would be the ideal person to take over for Robert England? I mean, I have two candidates in mind that I think would do it justice. But what do you think? Who do you think?
I've seen Kevin Bacon be thrown out there, and I think that would maybe work.
I do too. That's definitely one of them.
But I really don't know that anyone else can do it justice.
All right, how well do you remember Freddy vs. Jason?
I remember it pretty well,
All right, you
considering I
remember
watch it like all the time around here.
All right, cool deal. You remember the lead guy, John Ritter's son, his friend that had the van. He stole his older brother's van that they were driving around in.
Yeah.
And in the nightmare where Freddy killed him, he saw his brother committing suicide in the bathtub. Like he was in a tub full of blood slitting his wrists. You remember that dude?
Right. Yeah,
Zach
yeah.
Ward. Zach Ward. That guy. That guy would be an awesome fucking Freddy.
Yeah.
That was.
I could see that.
He also played Scott Farkas in Christmas Story. But yeah, him. Totally.
Scott Farkas.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, why don't you tell us about that Jason mask you got sitting there?
This one?
Yeah.
I did this one a couple of years ago. This one was actually, it's different from the other ones I do because this one was actually a little COA thingy right there. It was vacuum formed off one of the originals. And, the part 7 shape was, cut by one of the techs that worked on part 7. So it's, almost as accurate as you can get to the real thing without it actually being the real thing. And I don't know. I like the way this one had come out, and it dawned on me at one point that I never kept anything I ever made. So I decided I was going to keep this one. So I think I've had this thing good, I don't know, 13 years now, 14 years maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any other of your masks on hand?
I do. This is one of the blanks that I do. Fiberglass and smooth on stuff.
Now, how do you mold the fiberglass? How does that work? And you're freezing up.
This is like 10 or 12 of them lying here. And I think my partner's got like another 4 or 5. These are some molds and static heads. Casey from the Ninja Turtles. And the Mando helmet that I'm eventually going to get around to redoing one of these days.
Mando helmet looks awesome. You should put it on and do the rest of the live stream in it.
Oh God, yeah, I can't. I actually can't with this one because it's got way too much crap stuck on the inside. But the other one, the only one that I actually made from the mold of this, is upstairs, and it is fucking pouring right now. So I don't want to short out my phone and get soaked. So I'm sorry.
But you're not just in the horror scene, right? Like you're in comics and.
Absolutely.
Do you read horror comics?
I do, but most of the comics I read on a regular basis are actually superhero comics. Whatever is coming out on a weekly basis, I try to keep up with as much as I can. Why, have you read anything good lately?
Right now I'm reading Court of Owls, so.
That one's fucking classic. That was really good. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll make Court of Owls and actually do it, or I want them to do it right. I don't want them to make it if they're just gonna fuck it up.
Oh, you mean like a movie?
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. I mean, it's an idea that's got a lot of potential.
Like, if they get a good director, who do you think would be a good director on that?
Uh,
I mean, do we have any good ones left?
David Fincher,
Hmm.
Seven, Fight Club.
I wonder, like, how Guy Pearce would do it. Or not Guy
Inter-
Pearce, Guy Ritchie.
eh, that would be interesting. I've never seen him do anything like dark like that. You know, I'm only really familiar with Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch.
Yeah, there was another one he did. I can't think. Was it Time Machine? Did he do Time Machine?
I don't know. I fucking love Snatch, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like all of his movies are like bloody violent. Like I think he could do Court of Owls and do it right.
Yeah, I think you can handle the action part.
Yeah, the action part. Like I think the darker sentiment behind it he would have a little trouble with, but I think he could do it. Cuz remember in Snatch like the scene with the gypsies or whatever where he like they go in
Oh,
and
yeah.
they burn the caravans.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, so like I think he could do it. I think he could do it pretty good.
It definitely, I don't think it would stuck. They could definitely do a lot worse.
True.
He'd definitely be a good choice. Never thought of it, but you're right.
I mean, it would be an interesting to see how he would do it.
You know what else? That it would be very different from all the other Batman movies we've ever seen. You know, we don't need to see his origin for the 85th time or anything like that. You know, it's probably be the closest thing to a horror movie we'd ever see a Batman movie done like. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
I mean, you know, there's some great Batman horror stories out there, you know, going back all the way to the fucking beginning, but I couldn't imagine them ever adapting any of that. I mean, at least not without any major overhauls.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think you're right on that.
But since you're in that New 52 era, Death of the Family, I just started that would be a lot like a fucking slasher movie. That could be really fucking cool.
You think so? How would you make it, man?
I would make the Joker like Freddy or Michael Myers. 100%.
Just give him the full on slasher effect, huh?
Fuck yeah! Come on, look at all of his scenes in that story. They're all creepy as hell. It's like he's either coming out from behind a curtain, from under the bed, from somebody's closet. That first scene. He kills all the lights in the police station, and they all just keep hearing one of them getting killed every couple minutes. That shit would be intense.
I think it would be a lot better than what they're producing now.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like,
Don't even.
what's the worst one you've seen lately?
Oh God. Jeez.
And I know you've watched them because you watch all the horror.
I do, and like all the fucking comic shit too. I mean, I really haven't seen any recent horror. Like the two most recent movies I've seen was Godzilla and Kong and Mortal Kombat. I'm trying to fucking think watched recently, but the last few superhero things I've seen, fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier, and a couple months ago, finally got around to watching Captain Marvel for the first time. Yo, some of that shit was just bad.
What do you think about the new Quiet Place 2?
I still gotta see the first one. That is how fucking bad I am. I still gotta see the first one. I still gotta watch Willy's Wonderland. I was dying to see that when I caught the
Holy
trailer.
shit, you haven't watched Willy's Wonderland yet?
I still have not fucking watched that yet.
Oh my god, man.
Like, the list of movies I gotta catch up on, yo, it's like 2 fucking pages long, and like I'm talking triple column pages. It's bad.
Nicolas Cage as a mute is hilarious to me. But at the same time, Willy's Wonderland was awesome.
It looked like
Like,
it would be.
well, like my little one's all into like Five Nights at Freddy's. And so
That's
like she
no,
was
that's funny
really
because
excited
my
about Willy's
niece too.
Wonderland.
That's awesome.
And so I've watched Willy's Wonderland probably 10 million times now. And every time I'm just like, this is fucking insane. Like, this is better than some of these other movies I keep seeing.
That's great.
And
That's
all it
funny,
is
though.
like animatronics killing kids.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's a simple concept, but it's one of those ideas that just seems like this is so obvious. Why has nobody thought to do this before? It's one of those things that just works.
Well, you know, like, what is it? Silent Hill 3? Which game is it where you're in the, like, carnival? Like, you're at a carnival and it's been closed down. It's one of the Silent Hills, I think.
I have no idea. You might be right. Shit. I really haven't been a regular gamer since Super Nintendo. There, I dated myself.
But you know what Silent Hill is, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do. I'm not that fucking old, Jesus. No, I'm 43. That's it. That's not bad.
So, like, there was one of those. I can't remember which one it was. But you're in, like, an old broke down carnival. And, like, you know, it had a bunch of jump scares in it. And, like, it had the kind of the animatronics thing.
Okay, cool.
But, like, so to see it come to, like, a movie type thing, that was interesting. You know what I mean? Like, to see them, like, you're seeing more and more of that kind of stuff. And so I don't know if the creators of these projects are just afraid of, like, carnivals. But, bro, like, closed down carnivals are creepy, right?
Yeah, no, it's a great setting. I mean, I was gonna say, I think it's just, they've remade just about everything else right about now, so they're moving on to video games because they're too scared to try anything original. So, oh hey, this is successful. Let's see if we can adapt it. But no, you are. I agree with you. It's a cool setting for a movie. I mean, shit. When we were talking about that Batman stuff before, Killing Joke flew through my head for a second, and that too, Abandoned Carnival. That's
Right?
where the bulk of the action takes place, and it is just a cool fucking place to do that kind of shit.
Here's a good question I've been asking everybody lately. I'm going to pose it to you. So I've been asking everyone, like, if they prefer prosthetics to CGI.
Oh,
Which is better?
Which is better?
I
Come on
say
now, go on.
prosthetics. I say prosthetics.
Because any other answer would be wrong.
Right?
Uh-huh.
You worked in prosthetics, didn't you?
I did, as a matter of fact. Look what we have here. It's part part of somebody's face. This was something I did for, I don't even remember what the hell I did this one for, but it was a
What is it
backup
made out
set.
of?
This is just latex. Nothing fancy. It's really thin, because it's gotta blend really well. You're not supposed to know somebody's wearing it. But so this thing too. I mean, this is different. This is silicone. It wasn't supposed to be a prosthetic. It was just me testing a mold. It's kind of thick.
Now, did you make that for a project or?
It was like this was like a I was trying to test something. I was trying to test this dye I had for the silicone. I was trying to do something for, oh god, girl on Twitch. Shit, I feel like an ass because I can't remember her name right now. But it was like supposed to be some kind of cyberpunk thing for one of her friends, and a couple different ideas I had for it, and I had to test a couple of them out before I went and did it, and that was one of my trial runs. But
Which do you prefer, latex or fiberglass or resin?
I don't know. I like the resin that we've been using for like the last almost year or so now. Just because it dries really quick. It's a lot easier to work with. Fiberglass takes a while to lay up and mold, and then once you get it out, you got to clean it up before you start painting it, and it makes a mess. You get dust going all over the place. I mean, this stuff, it's like it feels kind of like a soft plastic almost when it's hardened,
Right.
and a lot of the cleanup work on that I can just do with a pair of scissors, so it's less less dust I have to breathe or whatever.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Now, you've worked on some of the projects for Comic Skate too, right? Like you've made masks for Comic Skate creators and.
Hell yeah. The Kill Journal, which I already mentioned, and y'all already saw a couple of those that I gotta send out to Adam like this week. And I did some for Umbrella Guy too. I did 5 custom Jason masks for him, and I just I know he's fulfilling his project now. I can't wait to see what people think of those when they get them.
I bet they don't love them. Those
I hope
replica or
so.
not Kill Journal masks look really good too.
Thank you. Thank you. Adam was, he's been really fucking cool to work with. I mean, Tug was fucking awesome to work with. But, this thing, this Kill Journal guy, it's one of the characters from the book, but, Adam still gave me an incredible amount of freedom considering, it's like one of his characters. So I'm really, really kind of proud of the way that one came out.
Now those aren't painted, right? Like you don't; those won't be painted.
What, the ones for Kill Journal?
Yeah, yeah. Those are
Oh,
just. Are those
oh
painted?
no. Oh yeah, these guys are painted. These guys are painted. Here. This one's not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is what they look like when they come out. It's not even trimmed. Sorry, my camera's like fucked up. But
No,
yeah.
you're good. You're good. That looks
Eh,
really like interesting. That's really creepy.
creepy is good. We like creepy over here.
How long does it take you to make them?
Yeah, like each step each step is, some steps are longer than others. Like casting them takes a few hours because you got to build it up layer by layer. But like I said, it dries quick, so I can get these done quicker than like Revan here, who's all fiberglass. That takes a few days. But then, the paint's usually what takes the longest because I do all that. I don't, I do all that by hand, and I like to give everybody their money's worth. So I try to pack as much detail in as possible.
I've seen a lot of your work, and you pack in a lot of detail.
I mean, somebody is deciding, they have plenty of options out there, but for whatever reason, they chose me to be the guy that they're going to send their money to. The least I can do is make sure that they're happy with what they get. I mean, and that's, hey, there's some Comicsgate ethos for you right there. Good customer service.
Hell yeah, man. That's like number one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I worked retail much of my young life. I worked about 8 years in a Sam Goody back when record stores were a thing. When I
Oh
was like
shit, Sam
7.
Goody. I ain't heard that name in like forever.
Yeah, I mean, I was there from the time I was 17 till I don't know, maybe 24, 25. And they pound that customer service shit into your head, and I don't know, I guess it's stuck.
Hey, we got a friend in here with us.
We
What's
got
up, Matt?
Indeed.
Oh, we
What's
do
going
now.
on?
Matt, have you met Sick?
No, what's going on, Sick? I'm 6.
How you doing?
He's
Good.
Cool.
Sick here makes masks and everything like that. Like he's into horror and sci-fi and comics, and he's a good friend. And he makes like masks for people in Comicsgate and stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah, you were bragging about him earlier, having the molds to a Jason mask from a specific show or specific
Yeah,
movie, right?
wasn't it Jason 7 that you had a mold from, or a cast of the mold?
Yeah, that's this one. The one that I cast all the masks from. That was it was one of the unused pulls from the third one. It's in one of those boxes on the shelf back there. If I wasn't so fucking lazy right now, I would dig it out.
So
But,
fucking lazy.
It basically looks like that blank fiberglass one I showed you before, but except it's like all black plastic. So
Are these masks for the pandemic? Are they follow they stick to all the health boards and stuff, all the health regulations?
oh man, I wish I thought to start doing that last March because I probably could have made a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
No idea.
What's your favorite horror movie, Matt?
American Werewolf in London.
Oh heck yeah!
Fuck yeah! That was the first movie that gave me fucking nightmares for a week. No kidding. I slept on the couch outside my parents' bedroom for an entire week after I saw that because I didn't know it was supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah, my parents took me to see it in the movie theater, and I didn't get to stay through the whole movie. I lost my shit during the heart, the nightmare sequences. I remember just seeing it, and when he opened his mouth, they're out in the woods, and he's in the bed, and he does that fucking look. I remember just losing my shit, just being nope, I'm fucking done. And we walked out of the movie theater, but since then my uncle had it on Laserdisc, So
I
at
remember
around
those.
so I remember at like 7 or 8, I finally watched it. I like watched it like through my fingers, and I was like I was like hiding behind the couch and shit. And then when I finally saw the transformation, it blew my wig back. You know what I mean? I was just like, this is the shit. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life as a little kid.
Yeah, no,
So,
that movie, it's just, I put it up on a pedestal because it's still, to this day, has some of the greatest special effects work ever in it.
dude, they
Like,
made an Oscar. They made an Oscar category for it, right? There was like no special effects before that, and then there was,
that's
right?
right. Dude, that is a testament to how fucking amazing that work was and why, Rick Baker is just fucking God and everybody needs to deal with that.
You made me miss. I've never missed that board before.
I mean, yo,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. That work, the work that he did in American Werewolf in London, is one of the reasons why I keep saying, only half jokingly, that one of these days, when Ethan makes like $5 million more and makes decides to go push the Cyberfrog movie through, I want to make a life-size animatronic of it for him.
Mm, that would be
Just
cool.
because I love American Werewolf in London, man. Yo, Ethan, call
Yeah,
me.
it's yeah. Get yourself a fucking giant cyber. See, that's funny. It would be robotic, right? It'd be animatronic, and it would be
Yeah.
cyber.
Yo, I
Yeah,
didn't even
and then
think of
we
that,
end
but
up with
yeah.
like Willy's Wonderland,
Oh
where the
shit.
cyber frog attacks everything.
Yo, where did we just go? Holy shit. Yo, that's awesome.
Yeah. So when I realized that there was somebody who like made that. You know what I mean? So it's like first I'm watching the movie as a little kid, just like going, holy shit, this is amazing. Like this was a big deal for me. Flash Gordon was a big deal for me. Dragon Slayer was a huge deal for me as a kid. So, then once I realized that like people got paid to do that shit, I was like, I want to do that. Like I want to fucking draw monsters and get paid for it.
Yeah,
A six.
that sounds a lot like the way I felt when I saw the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller, and I saw how a lot of that shit worked for the first time ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how old were you when you realized that like it was just corn syrup and latex and
Well, the corn syrup part I actually didn't realize until much later, but that is actually what I've used on every single TV show, music video, and movie I've worked on. That Caro syrup with the fucking food coloring. That is how I do it. If it was good
like
enough for Dick Smith, it's good enough for me.
what were you saying, Matt?
Unless you're using it for a specific reason, like it's different color. Like if you see the first Dawn of the Dead, like I
Oh,
watched it with the director's commentary on, and it was like they got the wrong color blood. Like it was like
yeah.
too bright. But then he was saying that like it ended up like adding an element to the movie. Like it added like almost a comic book element. Because the zombies were like this like weird bluish color. The blood is like bright red. So it almost like adds to it. But just a little pop-up video about fucking Dawn of the Dead.
You just saw a pop-up video about Dawn of the Dead?
No, I'm just saying that's a little. I'm giving you a pop-up video
Oh,
regarding Dawn of the Dead with the little
I thought you
factoid
said
about them
you
fucking having blood that was the wrong color, and they were just like, "Fuck it, let's just use it."
Yeah, I'm having a problem, technical issue with my headphones here. Am I gonna get feedback if I unplug it?
Maybe not. You
I'm
can try it.
All right.
As
I'm
long as it's
sorry
technical
for,
difficulties, I thought it was like an awkward moment that we were all living in there for a second. I was like, "Fuck, man, what did I say?"
No, he's just having technical issues. I just really want people to like. I wanted to introduce everybody to Sick and like, I don't know, get him used to live streaming because I think like me and him might start doing something over here with this.
That's cool.
So, like, you know, I want to help my friends.
For real. So he's like down in the basement somewhere?
You're in a garage, aren't you, Sick? Did he disappear? There he
Yeah,
is.
it's like a fucking time traveler's wife. He just fucking disappeared. He's somewhere in fucking World War One, buck naked, fighting in a trench. I don't know.
No, he's fighting in his basement or garage or
A
basement garage.
Neanderthal, yeah. Have you seen that? It's a new movie on Netflix, and it stars the Falcon. I wish I knew his actual name because he's a good actor, but the guy who's the Falcon, and he's in this movie where you take this drug and it sends you to another place in time for 5 minutes.
I have not seen that.
And like every place that you stand when you take the drug, like takes you to a different time period. So like if you take the drug and you're standing in your kitchen, like it'll send you back to the fucking ice age. If you take the drug while you're standing in your living room, it'll send you back to like the colonial age, colonial times.
Right. He'll be back.
So it was kind of an interesting movie because there was like these two paramedics, right? And they like show up and they're like, what is wrong with this junkie? Why does he have like a wound in his chest and a wound in his back? And they're like, geez, it looks like somebody fucking stabbed him with a sword. You know what I mean? It's like you start like doing shit like they're doing shit like that with the time traveling and the time displacement. It's kind of cool.
What was it called? Or do you not remember?
Synergy or synchronicity. Syncing up.
I have not seen that. I haven't even seen a trailer for that one.
Yeah, man, it just like came right out on Netflix. Came out real quick.
Speaking of Netflix,
yes.
Let me show you this. This is what I found. And you tell me what you think about these, okay?
Okay, here we go.
Can you see us?
Yep. What's wrong with his face? Nothing.
What's wrong with his face?
Sorry. No, he's fine. That's not a mask.
No, that's not a mask.
I was like, wow, the things they do with latex. No, that's not him. That's.
He looks like Spock.
Yeah, Spock. Or a fucking
got, like,
villain.
20 years.
He looks like a villain out of Dick Tracy. You're like, what is his name? Yeah.
But this is from the Vigil.
The Vigil.
Oh, have you seen Spiral?
I want to. That looks cool. I want to see Chris Rock do something serious. That looks cool.
I had never even like heard of it. Like I didn't even realize.
Is it out?
Huh?
What? Are you a fan of Saw?
Yes.
Are you a fan of Saw?
Yes. Can you hear me?
It's a deal to sit down. I actually watched. Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you, but I didn't know if you couldn't hear me because I said yes. So I was just making sure.
Yeah. I didn't want to cut you off. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched any of them. I don't think. Maybe I watched some of the first one. but I did watch like a timeline, like the full Saw timeline on a YouTube channel. So I kind of got a heads up of the students and the teacher. So I don't know
So,
how the spiral thing is gonna go, but it looks cool.
like, the first one was like, to me, the Saw movies are kind of like a cheesy torture porn type with a weird twist to them. I don't know. Like,
Hmm.
I can handle most of them, but they just kind of get worse after like 4, in my opinion.
Mm.
But that's with any franchise, though,
Yeah.
right? Like the movies just kind of get worse as like you get to a certain point. But
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the worst trap.
Do you think they had an overall idea when they first started? Like when they first started the Saw movies, do you think they had all planned out, or does it feel kind of cobbled together?
I think maybe the first 3 were planned out. And then like after that it became more of a, well, how fucked up can we get with this idea?
Hmm.
And
I like that actress. I don't know what her name is, but she's like the student, and at one point she was like trapped in the cages, or
oh, the
she
reverse bear trap
was a
girl?
victim, and then she became a student.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
reverse
she was
bear
also
trap
in the
girl.
Stan TV show.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, she's a
yeah.
little cutie pie.
Did you watch The Stand?
Not the new one. I didn't watch the new one. I saw the old one. I liked the old one, and I was like, okay, I got it. I got the idea. The idea that like the sparkly god hand that like comes down and touches the bomb. I was like, is that in the new one?
I
I wonder. Is it?
I don't remember if it is or not.
Have you
I have to go
seen
back
the
and
new one?
watch. I've seen some of it.
Do you know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a sparkly
I
god
watched the
hand that comes
original.
down at the end, and it like touches the new.
I didn't
Yeah,
understand remaking The Stand because the
I
first
liked
one
the
was
original.
pretty. Like the first one was really good, so I didn't understand remaking it. But I don't think the newest one was that bad. Just trying to think.
Did you like Flag? Did you like the? I like the actor that played
Okay,
Flag.
so
I don't know
like,
about him being Flag though.
are we talking about the new one or the old one?
Let's talk about the new one. Did you like that Flag?
I did, but like because I've seen the original, like
Hmm.
to me, I have to sit and compare, and I'm like, he could have done this, or he could have like expressed this way, or so like I spend most of the time comparing the two.
Right.
I'm terrible about that.
Yeah, I like the first one. I like that I didn't really recognize the actor, that it was like a new actor.
I will
I
say I
thought there was a
didn't like
certain sense of humor to him.
I didn't like them casting Amber Heard as the crazy chick.
Because of her baggage, or just her as an actress.
Just because I didn't feel like she pulled. I mean, yeah, she's fucking crazy, but like, I mean, it was a good part for her in that regard, but she's not a good actress.
Mm.
She's really not. She doesn't emote well.
The only thing I remember ever seeing her in is Aquaman, or that Aquaman role.
She was in the Stepfather remake. Did you watch it?
No. Stepfather remake, where like the stepfather's killing people.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen the remake. Just remember the old
Um.
one.
Yeah. So they remade it, and she's the girlfriend of the stepson.
Oh, okay.
But she's not a good actress to me. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
It's like I like the actor, that Eric Skarsgård, right? Is that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
I like him, but I don't know. There's no buts to it. I don't know. I just like maybe wish he was somebody. Suddenly I see him like everywhere. Like I like him a lot, but like now I'm seeing him everywhere. You know, like I like creme brulee, but I feel like all of a sudden I'm getting creme brulee all the time. I'm like,
Well, that's the problem with actors, though, right?
yeah,
Like they hone in on one and they use that one for everything, and then you get burnt out on them, and it's like you don't want to see them ever again. Because, like, to me, a lot of them, especially like the newer ones that are coming in,
mm-hmm.
they all play the same part, every part. It's like there's no differentiation between, the head vampire he played on True Blood versus Flag. It's all the same character to me.
Right, right. He was Tarzan as well. That was interesting.
Was he Tarzan?
Yeah, he did a Tarzan movie recently
I didn't see that one.
with Samuel L. Jackson and the girl who
What?
plays Harlequin. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson is like an American, and it's like after Tarzan, where it's like Tarzan is like living in England with Jane, and they're kind of living their lives. They don't live in Africa anymore, and then something happens, and it's like, okay, I need to go back home and fucking take my clothes off.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was like really faithful, and like it was really cool. Where it was like they really played down like the white savior element. You know what I mean? Where it was like him swinging through the trees. Like he's not the only one who does it. Like there's a whole tribe of people who like know how to swing on vines, and he just happened to like be taught by them. Like there's like better swingers. You know what I mean? Swingers. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it was like there was like some cool stuff like that where it's like, oh, it's you know, he's not like he's a badass, but he's not, the white, he's not just like saving everybody, if that makes sense.
Yes, that does make
I don't
sense.
know. I liked it.
Like I said, I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, it kind of fell through the cracks a little bit. I don't know. It's like a good IP, but
I guess I'm gonna have to go look it up because like I said, I hadn't. Man, the way that movies and stuff have went lately, I've just been like, I'd rather do a catch up on YouTube or something. Let someone else watch it and tell me about it.
Hey, Mom. What's it?
yeah. I've been watching some YouTube lately. Like there's a guy, Isaac Arthur. He has a channel, and it's just like some crazy sci-fi shit, like super intense, like discussions on Dyson spheres and Edison tubes, and like what kind of an alien would show up. Would it be a robot? What? And then he does like a half an hour episode just on space navigation.
Seriously?
Yeah, because it's like, if you think about it, when you're looking at a star, like the light of that star is the light from several thousand years ago. So you can't just
What
point
was
your
his name?
spaceship. Isaac Arthur? Isaac Arthur's?
I'll pull him up.
It's like, what? Because he's like, yeah, so you would need a working model of the galaxy, and you'd have to know, like, where each star is and where it will be by the time you get there. So you have all these like calculations. So it's not just like, oh, here's a space map, let me point in direction and go. because maybe that star is like moving towards you. So like all stars are like moving, but you have to figure out like what direction it's moving. It could be moving towards you. So if you just fucking hyperdrive, you could fucking blow right into the star. Or the star is like way far off on the, to the right. By the time you get there, when you get there, it's like you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's really interesting. But yeah, I've been doing that instead of watching new shit. Did you find it? Or am I fucking completely?
No, you're good. You're good. Just keep talking. No, you can talk.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you like found the link or not.
Yeah, I was looking for it here. For some reason, like my setup on my laptop has changed as far as my Chrome goes, and it's giving me YouTube searches, or not YouTube, Yahoo searches. And so, like it doesn't pull up the same as when you're in Chrome for some reason. So it's like fucking me up. Okay. I'm gonna unshare this.
I do want to see A Quiet Place though. Quiet Place part 2.
Have you've seen the first one, right?
Yeah. I liked it better than Bird Box.
That was awful movie, man. The bird, what was it? Bird Whisper or The Silent Bird or something like that with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I think it's called Bird Box.
I know, but that was not a good movie to me. I was bored quite a bit.
You can't look at it unless you're fucking crazy, and if you're crazy, you can look at it.
Is this the guy?
Yeah. So yeah, look at this. This dude's got a 30-minute fucking video just on alien languages. I mean, it's like, it's pretty cool stuff.
In
the guy,
depth.
like, really, really in depth.
Now, is he factual or is he just like conspiracy theory?
No, it's all factual.
Okay.
It's all, I mean, quote unquote factual.
Right.
It's not, he doesn't like think, he's not talking about like, what if aliens are this and ancient? Nah, he's not talking about ancient aliens. He's kind of talking theoretical stuff,
Right. Hey, Matt, you know what I haven't done?
What?
I have not addressed my chat.
You need to address them and bring Makani in here.
Hell yeah.
Well, this is your chat. I mean, this is your show. Not to say what to do, but
no, it's all good. Makani's cool. He good people.
Bring some of that sweet chocolate rain in here.
Oh, I just sent him the link to the YouTube. Oops, my bad, Makani. I thought about just dropping the link in the chat. See who I get in here.
So this is the dude. He was the one who was like, okay, you have like the Dyson sphere, which is a structure that you build around a star, and you control all the energy from a star. And then you have something called an Edison tube, which is like the tubes from Interstellar, where it's like these like long tubes, and the inside of them are like, they look like the ring from fucking Elysium. Like the insides of them have like fields and shit, and earth and water.
Right. So are you more into sci-fi than horror?
No, I go balls deep into both of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, I really enjoy both of them, but I get kind of like elitist, and this shit has to be good. And I like when people nerd out. Like I appreciate this guy's like passion, and it's just kind of cool stuff. Especially it's kind of cool to think about that shit when you're doing your own sci-fi. Like I have some sci-fi ideas in my head. So, it's kind of cool to like maybe incorporate, the fact that space navigation is super fucking hard, or maybe incorporate, some of this,
I like
some
the
of the
fact
other
that he's
things.
distinguishing between different types of aliens. Like he's got stupid aliens, crazy aliens, cryptic.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna check this out after the stream, man. It's fucking awesome. I hadn't heard of this guy before, which I'm kind of surprised considering he's huge. So I figure like people would be posting his stuff around.
Yeah. He's got a great like kind of lisp too. He's got like a speech impediment.
Of course he does.
Right. And so it's like you're like, what the like you're like, wait a minute, does he have a speech impediment? Or am I just like hearing him wrong? Is that a fucking accent? Like, is this some kind of weird like Nova Scotian accent? Like what the fuck is going on with this dude? But then he like mentions it, you know. I am using this channel to deal with my speech impediment, you know. I'm totally destroying it, but it's, you know, it's not so bad, you know. It kind of, you know, you just kind of go with it. Clearly, it, you know, he's doing all right with the speech impediment.
I'm guessing 6 technical difficulties like caused him to not come back.
Oh yeah, Mr. Sick Suck Suck. Mr. Sucks Six. Sick Suck Sex 6.
Sick sex 6. 6. Say it 10 times fast.
I'm trying to say it once slow and I can't.
Yeah, he's good people, man.
I like people who are crafty. You know, they do stuff with their hands. I like that.
Oh, dude, he has built some amazing fucking masks. I have seen his work. Like, he has his stuff up on like more on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess he's okay with me saying that. And like some of his stuff is just like fucking off the chain. What he can do. Like he made this one mask, and it looks like the Killing Joke, right? But it has like barbed wire around the top.
Mm.
And it's just like, it's fucking phenomenal. Like he does really good work.
So people are wearing masks.
Yeah, you know, like Halloween masks.
I got you. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was like they're wearing them for their streams and stuff.
No,
mask.
no, like people wear them at conventions and stuff.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So, you know, like he makes them for like conventions and like cosplay and
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, what else has he done it for? I know he worked on some movies for a bit, and so like, you know, he made like masks for those. Some of the comic skaters have added masks as tiers, masks for their characters. So,
And he's done that.
uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yeah, he worked on a Kill Journal, their mask for their character. He was just showing us.
Right on. I saw a little bit of that. That sucks that he had some issues.
Yeah, like I mean, he's really knowledgeable when it comes to like horror movies and comics and all kinds of like. He's always talking to me about horror movies. Like we're always talking about like, you know, how we would do something different, especially like in newer stuff where they use CGI for everything.
Yeah. I really liked, I think the last scary movie that I was like, oh shit, this is pretty good. And it like made me like kind of like start paying attention was Insidious. You know that one where they're like sleepwalking and shit. They're like leaving their bodies and then there's like a red-faced demon that's like hiding behind people. And he's like grinding, he's like sharpening his fucking claw, like, you know, tiptoe through the tulips. It's some fucking weird shit, but yeah. That one I was like, oh, what the fuck. Also, The House on Haunted Hill, or Return to House on Haunted Hill, the Netflix series, that was pretty good.
Did you see the second one?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god. I watched the first one and I really liked House on Haunted Hill. And then they did the second season and I was like, this is not what I thought it was gonna be.
It's good though?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed
You're
it.
like
I enjoyed House
hesitating.
on Haunted Hill though. So, but like just the premise of it all, what was the name of that damn? Because it had a different name.
It had a different name.
Yeah, it wasn't House on Haunted Hill 2 or something like that. It was just like
The Return.
was it The Return?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
You always make shit up.
I don't know, but then I'm just like making shit up, and they're like, "No, that's not it." And I'm like, "Oh, well, there's a good idea. There's a new idea right there."
Right? Hold on. I will find this.
Everybody, draw some
The
ninjas.
Haunting of Hill House.
Mm.
That's what it was. So I watched that, right? I watched that first season.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second season of that, it was like a completely different storyline. And so I didn't connect it as being part of the same series.
Right. So it was like, because the first one it had to do with the family, and then had the hanging girl, and she like was her own ghost or something, right?
Yeah, it was Bly Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Something Bly Manor.
Yeah, and there was like fucking ghosts everywhere. Like you were like moving the camera through the scene, and there'd be like fucking dead bodies and shit in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that one had the Olsen girl in it, didn't it?
I don't know. It had the dude from. It had Timothy Hutton as the dad, right?
Think so.
The guy from fucking Taps.
Here. Oliver Jackson Cohen.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that was the kid from fucking E.T., right?
I think so.
He was like the little Elliot from E.T.
No, that was in the first season.
Okay, this is the second season. All right.
Yeah, I'm talking about the second season.
Sorry.
But yeah, he was in the first one. C. Thomas Howell is who you're thinking of.
Mm.
But for some reason, it just wasn't the same. You know what I mean? Like I was expecting like the same characters, I guess. Like, do you ever do that? You watch something and then like they'll make something completely different, but it's supposed to be tied together, and you're expecting it to be like a continuation, and it's not.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Is there another example? Do you have another show that's like that? You talking about just like changing fucking characters and stuff?
Like just changing the whole premise of it. Like, oh shit. I'm trying to think.
I mean, I know I enjoyed watching The Crown, and then they fucking changed the actors, and I know they like changed them for like a time jump, but I was still just like, what the fuck? I didn't like watching it anymore. The Crown.
I mean, I know I've watched other stuff that have done stuff like that too, and it completely turns me off because I'm like, why am I gonna continue watching it if it's not what I thought it was? Like, don't try to tie it to something if it's not. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you might.
don't try to tie it to the first one if it's not going to be anything to do with the first one. Because then my expectation going in is completely different.
I gotcha. I don't like when they try to fucking use the same characters and then they just get a different actor. It's like, just fucking make a new character.
I don't like that either. That's like in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. You know?
Oh, they changed somebody.
Well, they had Patricia Arquette in the first one in 3, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then in like 4, they had to get a new actress because Patricia Arquette blew up, and so like they were like, "Oh, we can't afford her no more."
Oh wow. Yeah, I was thinking of like I like Stargate, the movie. But I just can't watch the TV show because it's like the same it's the same characters but different actors. It's like that's not fucking Kurt Russell. That's fucking MacGyver. That's not the same. Can't look at that shit. Like just name it a different character. Like why does it have to be the same guy? It's clearly
Right?
not. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like weird. Like just name him a different guy. Blah blah blah.
Machine's in here now.
All right.
All right. Hey guys, still
What's going
setting
on,
up.
sir?
I'm still setting up.
You waking up? What's going
No,
on?
I'm still setting up. I need to set my camera and everything. I'm kind of rushing my way here.
Oh, you're good. Hey, Machine, are you gonna be around at midnight?
Yeah, I can.
For a little
I can
after
hang.
midnight?
I can come back on it for midnight. Yeah.
What about you, Matt?
Yeah. This isn't a replacement, right? You're gonna do that other one.
Yes. I'm doing a little after midnight.
I have to
What happened
make
to
another
the
coffee.
What happened to the Friday stream? Because we're all set, and then it just went to private.
Oh, you mean last night's stream?
Yeah. Last night, sorry.
Okay, so I was gonna talk about that on a little after midnight, but
Oh, okay.
I can talk about it here. I don't care.
Okay.
So like I don't talk about any medical stuff normally, but I have seizures.
Oh.
They're not like I'm not epileptic or anything like that. It happens at random, and I had one like 30 minutes before I was supposed to stream last night.
Oh.
So like I come to and the stream is supposed to start, but I can't hear anything, so I'm like I can't stream.
Oh, damn.
So like I had to
Crazy.
I just had to delete it, cancel it.
I figured. I was like, okay, you probably just took the night off. I was like, okay, I guess not.
that happened, and so I was just like I can't. There's no way I can stream if I can't hear anybody.
Okay.
So like I had to get my faculties back.
Okay.
But it's all good. It's all good now.
Okay. It's good news.
Yeah. It's gotta be kind of scary.
Like 3 times today. He's like, damn it.
No, not at all. It's fucking. It's scary. I'm empathizing with you completely. It's fucking. It's dramatic, to like lose control of your shit.
Well, like the thing that freaks me out, it's not the passing out part or any of that, or like losing my hearing. It's the waking up and not knowing what happened in the time.
Right.
It's like,
Oh yeah.
it's like, oh shit, what did I do? What happened?
Like check to make sure your pants are still on, your fucking shirt's still like fucking right side
what?
around and not turned inside out.
Making sure
Matt,
no
is this something
aliens
you wanna
have
tell
probed
us?
anything.
No, I mean that's what I would if I woke up, if I lost consciousness, I would definitely make sure that I hadn't been fondled with.
Alien probes, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, aliens.
I mean, fuck, dude. If that was the price to take for like admission to get on a spaceship and like fly around a little bit, would you let them like finger your butt a little?
No.
Even if it was scientific and they didn't make eye contact?
Yeah, that goes into personal space, and I don't want to be somebody's hamster.
Yeah, okay.
It depends. Do I get an alien baby out of it?
Yes, but you don't get to raise it.
Wait, I don't have to raise it?
No, they just like take the egg from you, you sit on the thing and then,
I mean,
The
that
little
sounds
guy
like a
climbs up
win-win
on there.
situation there, Matt.
Say what?
It's like
That sounds like a win-win situation there.
exactly. Well,
An alien baby that I don't have to raise.
Yeah. Hopefully.
you only get to see it once every couple light years. Or 300 light years.
It comes and
every time you
visits
see
when I
him, you're
put
like,
out the Reese's Pieces.
yeah, you're
Mhm.
like, wow, you haven't grown at all. Look at you and your big head.
You know what? Deep in my thought, I'm like, they're using Lola's DNA to create a race of like hot alien chicks right now.
Just populating a whole planet.
You know, right? That's how we know that life is on Mars. You know,
You do realize that if there was a whole planet of Lolas, it would explode like immediately.
I mean,
From
Because I'm so fucking crazy, like a whole planet of me.
okay,
Like,
Jupiter then.
it would be
Okay,
destroyed in 6 seconds flat.
okay, Jupiter then.
was
It's a gas giant. I mean,
If you had to choose a planet to live on, which would it be?
aside from Earth,
yeah, fuck. I mean,
yeah, there's not much.
other
left.
than Earth, it's a
I mean,
fucking
is there
hassle.
life? I mean, is there civilization? I mean,
Let's pretend that there is.
okay. So say if we colonized the other 9 planets in our solar system and there was life, it was a livable, breathable atmosphere, then probably.
Well, can
probably
we
Jupiter.
hold on, Makani? Can we bring in like fictional planets?
Oh, it does,
Can we
or
make
does it have
it
to be
kinda
like in our
cool?
solar system?
I'm asking. I didn't set up the parameters Lola did, but I'm wondering if we can expand it to like
Yeah, let's say.
include like fictional, fictional planets.
Yeah, let's include some fictional planets.
I would
Wherever
say
your mind can take you.
I would say Asgard, but that's not really a planet. That's another realm. Maybe
Like I wouldn't want to live on Arrakis. I'm thinking maybe like Coruscant.
Maybe Naboo or Coruscant. Yeah.
Yeah, Naboo. Yeah. Everybody's chilling.
Mm-hmm.
If I chose one, it would be in our solar system, and it would be
Mhm.
Saturn.
Saturn.
Because I would want to ride the rings of Saturn.
Ooh. We could probably live on the outer rings. Live on one of the outer rings.
I bet you they like up close. They just looks like a bunch of fucking rocks. Like you have to live on one of the moons to like really enjoy the view. It's like a Monet.
I wonder, do you ever wonder how many other planets there are out there that we haven't found yet?
There's billions.
There's billions.
Right?
There's got to be a really cool one out there that's just.
There's got to be there's got to be another, different other. Wonder what different other solar systems are like, or different other galaxies are like.
Or dude, what if there's another Earth, but it's like an upside down Earth where everything is just freaking insane?
I would say it's probably Earth 2. I would say probably an Earth 2 or like a multiverse or some kind of thing.
Yeah, now you're talking like multiverse. Like
Yeah.
If you're talking about if everything was upside down, then that would be like we have our universe and gravity has certain rules. So the one universe to the left of us, gravity is opposite. So then everything would be built differently. Like the planets wouldn't fucking form if gravity worked differently. It'd be a completely different universe. But I hear what you're saying though.
Mm-hmm.
They have super Earths. They found Earths that are twice the size of our Earth, but it's in that Goldilocks ring.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's dope. You know what a Goldilocks ring is, right?
Why don't you explain it to me?
Well, so Goldilocks, like the porridge, it's not too hot, not too cold, it's just right. So Earth Earth is in that Goldilocks realm where we're not too hot, where water just evaporates, but we're not too cold, where shit is just always frozen. We're like in that perfect
It's like that
like
perfect
ring.
Earth, basically.
Yeah.
It's like perfect
So you
Earth.
basically, it's like, well, how do you find Earth-like planets? So then you start looking at stars, and then you start looking within their Goldilocks realm,
Mhm.
you know, that Goldilocks ring, and you start finding fucking planets, and they find them. They're like everywhere. Every time they point a telescope at a new star, there's fucking planets. So now they're wondering if every star is like our star. There's just like a fucking fuck ton of planets on each star.
You know what? It could be. You know what? It could be a thing where it's like, it's like different galaxy stuff. It's like, wait a minute, Star Wars, Star Trek, that's actually real. Holy, It's like-
Dude, it could totally. You imagine
That's what I think,
if a galaxy, like you imagine one galaxy, they
it's
figured out
actually
hyperdrive,
far away.
Right?
right? Yeah, imagine a galaxy far, far away where one civilization figured out hyperdrive and then just fucking spread it. Like that's the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars. Like Star Trek, they get the warp drive and they don't fucking share it until you've like developed it yourself, right? But like in Star Wars, they don't give a fuck. They'll fucking land on a planet and just like hand you a spaceship. They don't fucking care, you know. So then you just get like a much more like diverse and fucking wild galaxy, you know.
Oh, think about this. One galaxy could have like DC's Earth, or be the
Mhm.
Marvel 616.
Yes. When you talk about the multiverse and it being quote unquote infinite,
Mm-hmm.
everything you say it ends with it. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Because it's fucking
See?
infinite.
That's the thing I always liked of it. I guess that's the thing that kind of got me into comics was kind of the whole multiverse thing, because I always like kind of exploring that.
Don't you feel like modern physics and shit are kind of slow? Like, you know, it's like, you know, they're going, you know what? There might actually be a multiverse. And it's like, man, that's fucking old news. Like, you didn't pick up a comic book in the 70s, you know, you haven't read a single Marvel book. There's fucking multiverse is old news, dude. Kind of funny. Now they're playing catch up. Actually, there is a Asgard.
Yeah, there is an Asgard.
Yeah.
It's like Guardians of the Galaxy is real.
The galaxy is real.
Titan.
Like
It's all
Earth.
real. It's all just not in our head.
What's kind of planet? What is
Maybe L. Ron Hubbard was onto something.
Oh my god. Xenu.
Xenu's coming for us all.
Xenu, when he wakes up from his
Maybe
volcano sleep, he'll awaken and come for you.
Maybe the Frontier. Maybe the Frontier does exist. If you guys are familiar with Titanfall or Apex Legends. Shit, the Frontier actually exists.
I played some Titanfall a little bit.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2, I think. Giant mechs. That shit was pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Hey, real quick, I want to say thank you to Corey Barton. What about Wise Guys, Romer McDowell, and Clayton?
What about you, wise guys?
No, I was saying thank you to these guys for showing up
Oh.
tonight.
Yeah.
Clayton, get in
makes
here.
sense. Get your ass in here.
We need our
Power Rider.
We need our
And Woodrow and Johnny Cage. I just appreciate people coming out and supporting. Like I'm just trying something different. Like, I don't know. I like to do the hangout streams. You know,
I can't thank you enough for yesterday.
what did I
What
do
are you talking
yesterday?
You got me on yesterday with Tug. I was like, oh my god, I think
Oh.
God, I feel like a fucking asshole. Who is Tug?
That umbrella guy.
Like I saw that. Is he fucking famous? Are you fucking married to a famous dude? Like he's
No.
got a big he's got a big stream. He's got like a big thing, big following.
Hmm.
We'll explain it after the stream. Matt.
Okay,
I'll explain it after the stream.
gotcha. All right.
But I think I'm gonna call this one here.
Okay. Sorry.
All I
But
can say
I'll
is
be
I think
back. I'll be back after midnight, guys,
After midnight,
with
we're gonna
these
let it
two
all
and
hang
a few more,
out.
I'm sure.
let's all unanimously agree that whatever planet we would like to live on, it's nothing that's related to 40K. It's not 40K.
The fuck is 40K?
Warhammer.
What is that?
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Oh, yeah, no, thank you.
Yes. Hell.
Unless I got to wear one of those fucking suits of armor, that'd be kind of
Yeah,
fucking
but it's
cool.
like a hellhole. It's like an
Oh, is
absolute hellhole. Yeah, it's war. Yes.
Oh,
Bye,
Okay, never mind.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
sayonara.